Here we are again, Chrisman Garage. Welcome to another episode. We got a big job today, and you know how them big jobs can be. 2008 Toyota Sienna Fuel Pump. Y'all hang out. The complaint on this car is that every so often, not all the time, and those intermittent problems are the worst to find, but the complaint is that it has extended cranking times, like and then it'll crank up. Where sometimes it just boom, like it did just then. So I'm thinking there might be a check valve or something going bad in the fuel pump. We've done some studying on this. We're just going to change on it. That's what we know to do. So here we go. All right, after about an hour and a half, we took the line off. We're pumping air in the tank, trying to force this fuel out. And it's coming out. It's coming out slow. This thing will slam tight, full to the gills. Let me show y'all a little bit while this thing's running out. We've got 3 straps under here. We got a strap here, strap across the middle, and a strap across the back there. There's 14 millimeters. There's 2 on each strap. So that's kind of what we're working with. We've got this back. This is where the filler neck goes in, back over here, and We've got to undo that filler neck. There's a little vent tube right there, as you can see, the little vent tube. We've got to undo that. We've got the front line, as you can see. Let me get up in here. As you can see, the front line, we've got it disconnecting. It's just a little quick disconnect. This is what we've got running in the tank here. Then we're gonna have to undo this vent tube here. As you can see, the wiring harness coming through the floorboard here. We're going to have to disconnect that. It's going to probably be pretty nasty coming down. I don't know how much more gas we're going to try to get out of it before we take it all the way down. Look right there in the back locations, bud.
Well, there ain't much on it, but it's holding on now.
Let the jack on down. All right, guys, we've got this thing down. It was those straps. Let me show you right here what we did. We undid this little vent tube. We undid the filler neck on this end, which is real easy to get to. A couple covers, 10 millimeters, some 12 millimeter. It come right loose, no problem. We undid this vent tube here, and also the main fuel line on the front. And I haven't unhooked the cable yet. I've got it loose. This is the cable. We're gonna see how this thing comes out. Looks like it's got a clip, yeah. That comes out just like that. We're gonna put this up under there. We're gonna pull this out. We're gonna blow all this stuff off, and I'll show y'all when we start pulling this out. We'll see how it works. All right, guys, before we take any of this stuff loose, we wanna make sure we get all this dirt off the top of this thing. We got this out, we unhooked this, we blowed all the dirt and crud off the top of it. It looks like we've got 2 units up here. This one here, it looks like it's all maybe vacuum, evap stuff, because it's got a big vacuum hose here that went to a canister. No fuel goes through that. And then it's got all these little vents around here, which really doesn't have anything to do with our fuel pump. Our fuel pump only has 1 main line. I've seen a lot of fuel pumps that have 2 lines. This one only has 1. Zoom in on this clip. I'll show you how this clip comes off. It looks like we're going to be able to push this clip right on back. Looks like it's Leatherman size. There we go. Pulled it right on back. We got to get it out of there somehow. There we go. Get the clip out. And then this unit should just pull up out. It's just like that. There we go. Yep, it's gonna screw off. We're gonna have to make sure we push these little tabs back. All right, we're gonna start bumping this back. See, when it gets to that little clip, I'm gonna push that clip up over. Yep, it just popped up over that clip. Since I've knocked some more dirt loose, what I'm going to do now is just do a little. Because I knocked some more dirt loose. Alright, looks like you got to keep moving these little clips out of the way every time one hits it. See how that one hits, then that one hits, then that one hits, then that one hits. I guess you could just break the clips off, but hey, we don't do that here at Christmas Garage.
Most of the time we don't.
Well, there we go. Okay. Now this is the piece that we're going to be replacing on. As you can tell, we got a brand new one right here. So let's pull this up out.
Yes, a vapor control valve.
Oh, did you look that up?
Yes, sir.
All right, vapor control valve. That shouldn't have anything to do with. See, we've got the sending unit here, which we're going to replace on this whole thing. See, when this thing sits down on the bottom of the tank, it's spring loaded, so it pushes it on the bottom of the tank. The tank is very clean on the inside. Looks very nice. We're going to dump all this fuel back down in there. Just like that. Oops. Alright. Yep. She looks really nice and clean down in there. This bucket comes with a new clip. Comes with a new O-ring.
I keep whacking you in the head with this.
We're going to take this old O-ring out, even though it looks good. This unit looks nice. The one thing that I am liking, that I'm digging, that's on this unit versus the other unit, you see where these wires come in? See how they're soldered right here? They're soldered. Whereas the factory unit, see how they're just clipped on? And see how they're nasty and brown and burnt looking? Yeah, that's got to be better. Soldered. Make sure she's nice and clean. This job wouldn't be bad, guys, but just make sure if you've got to do this that the tank's empty. It took us a little while to pump the gas out. We couldn't bypass the relay. We couldn't siphon because it had a baffle in the line. What we ended up having to do is unhook the main line, and we forced air in the tank right there. And by forcing the air in the tank, it forces it through the pump and out. And it was a slow go, but we got, I think it's a 20-gallon tank, and we got about 15 gallon out of it, so it was manageable. But anyhow, we've got the new gasket on here. We've got the new pump sending unit assembly. We're going to be very careful not to bend that sending unit. Set it right down in there. And see, it's got a keyway. It keeps it locked in place, just like that. We're going to put this new unit down on here. And make sure that our keyway is down in there. Let's see if I can get this started. And she's good, but we're going to give it just a little bit more until this one clip goes by right here is my plan. Just like that. Well, I mean, she's tight. She don't get no tighter than that. Now, it came with a new clip. It's got a good O-ring in there. Push it right down. Take our new clip. Make just like that. She's locked in, good to go. Now I'm gonna leave this plug here till we get over to the car. And really, guys, that's all it is to it. Hopefully this was the problem with the extended crank. We did a ton of research looking for a regulator. I really didn't see one. I saw a few little pressure relief valves on this main line, but in order for this main line to pump fuel up there, I really think that this was the problem. So anyhow, we're going back in with this, and I'll let y'all guys know what happens. Now I'm gonna make sure these wires ain't pinched under here.
Yeah, make sure you ain't got no electrical hoses pinched off. That's bad. It won't let the electrons flow through there like they need to.
Okay. All right, come up with her just a little bit. Oh, hold the back, hold the back. Oh, ooh. She's a little sloshy yet. All right, ease up on her. Ease up. Ease up. A little bit. Hold, Trace. Come on up. Come on up. Come on up. Come on up. Okay, let me give props to Toyota here just for a second. I don't know if y'all can see on this or not, but these bolts, stainless steel, baby. Look at that. These brackets right here underneath the fuel tank, stainless steel. That sets the boys apart from the men. Is when you got stainless steel bolts holding your fuel. Because I can't tell you how many fuel pumps I've put in, and I've took the gas tank down, and I had them stupid bolts, and they'll ring off and break off because they're all rusted up. These here, stainless, baby, stainless. Definitely. What's the highest quality stainless?
Like 440.
Yeah, that's probably 440. Definitely 440. Come up in the back just a little bit. Now,
Up in the back.
Hold right there.
Hold right
just
there.
one more time. Hold right there. See there, guys? Back one started. Okay, we got two right here. They're behind this El Tubulo Cadillac. All cars have Cadillacs now.
Why does the Cadillac need to be converted?
Because it's like Volkswagen, Cadillac. This is the Cadillac converter. It converts it from Volkswagen to Cadillac.
Okay, I got you.
Got me. So all we're doing here is getting these bolts started. We haven't had to hook up any lines yet. All I've done is I've got my two jack men out there running the jack. Oh man, I was running my mouth and not safety squinting like I should have. Got some dirt.
Yeah, you got two dipsticks over there running the jacks.
Oh Lord, jack front a little bit, Trace. Perfect.
Oh my. That thing went in there like it had eyes. Like it knows right where it wanted to go.
Well, you know, I am a doctor.
Yeah, I trust you. You got a PhD too, don't you?
What?
You got a PhD too, don't you?
A PhD.
Oh, that's right.
A post-hole digger degree.
That's what I'm talking about.
If you go to Chick-fil-A and they forget to put your fries in the bag, that's because Chick-fil-A knew that you didn't need the fries.
Well,
Chick-fil-A's always right.
Well, I'm the guy that's going back through the line, and they're going to give me my John Brown French fry, because I didn't get like this not eating the fries.
Just like that. That's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. All right, everybody, we've got this filler neck here. It goes from here. We're gonna hook it up right here. It's got a 10mm clamp. We've got this vent tube. As you can see, this vent tube right here goes up to this line. And just plugs on, just clips. We've got the electrical hose. We've already hooked it up. We're just gonna clamp it back in there. We've got the main gas line. Matter of fact, I'll show you how that goes on right now. Just like that, just clips right on, just like that. So yeah, so that's all we've got. We're gonna let you know if this thing works or not, so hang on tight. All right, guys, there you go. We're driving this car back to the owner. fuel pump seems to be doing pretty good. So remember, she's giving trouble. She's probably going to the bad.